Today we're making chile con queso. Let's take a look at the ingredients. We've got a lot of peppers. We've got hot spicy serranos, about 10. We've got jalapenos, approximately 10. We've got Anaheim peppers, which are these light green waxy peppers, about 5. And then we've got about 15 of the dark green poblanos, which are a thicker flesh. There are more of the poblanos than the Anaheim, of course, and then you've got the spicy peppers on the side there. We've got Roma tomatoes. These are very large Roma tomatoes. There's a beautiful, we will not be using all of the tomatoes that you see here, but most of them. And we've got our white onion. We will be using all of the onion in this recipe. And we will look at the other ingredients. We've got cream cheese, media crema. We've got our chicken bouillon, our Chihuahua cheese, which is a great melting cheese, and a milk if you need a splash of milk to thin your cheese sauce down. So there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. This is going to be a great recipe. So we'll start out by washing the peppers to make sure that we remove all dust and dirt from the peppers. Make sure they're clean. I like to have them nice and wet like that when they go under the broiler. That helps add steam. And then we're going to arrange them on the baking sheet pan. This is a little challenging because we've got a lot of peppers here, but we can do it. There we go. Into the oven with the broiler set on high. Grab your chef's knife to chop your onion. Thumb and index finger at the end of the blade. The other 3 fingers wrap around the handle. And that way you'll have a good sturdy grip on that knife. Take your time. Always try to be safe in the kitchen when you're using a sharp object like that. And practice. Practice makes perfect, and you can get used to this pretty quick, and it's a lot of fun. So we don't really need super fine diced for this recipe. Just regular chopped onion is fine. And we're going to do the other half here and get this all ready to go for our recipe. And we're going to take a look at our peppers now and see how they're doing under the broiler. And I'll take these and toss them around like I do and make sure that the peppers are being exposed to the broiler and have the opportunity to blister on all sides. Here I take them out of the oven to get a better look and arrange them, and making sure that all of the peppers are getting exposed. And so there we go. They're starting to look really good and ready for the Ziploc bags where they're going to steam. So I arranged them all in 3 Ziploc bags, and they are steaming. And while they're doing that, I'm going to chop these Roma tomatoes, get them washed up. Here we go. We're approximately going to end up with about 6 cups of diced Roma tomatoes. And out of all of the tomatoes that I showed you there's 6 cups. I ended up with 5 left over. I didn't use them all, but I almost did. Okay, these peppers have steamed beautifully, and here we go. We're going to peel them. I know it may seem like a daunting task, but you've got to get it done. You cannot leave those peels on these peppers. And so here we go. We're going to seed them as well once this is completed, and that takes a little time. But it's pretty easy because you can, let the stems fall off. You don't have to be so careful because all of these are going to get chopped up, and you don't have to be so perfect with these. So there we go. We've chopped up our poblanos, our Anaheims. Now I'm working on the hotter peppers, the serranos, and the jalapenos here, and we are about done with all of the chopping. That's a lot of peppers. All right, we're going to get ready with our other ingredients that are going to go in the skillet. Our cream cheese, we've chopped it up into blocks here for easier melting. Our bouillon cube, I also like to chop this up into about 8 pieces, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then here's the media crema. It's in a can. I like to give it a good shake and get it ready to go into the skillet. And we've got our skillet that is ready and hot, and I have a stainless steel large skillet, and I've got just under 1/4 cup of oil that's going down in the pan right now. I like to make sure my pan is very hot when the oil goes down. That way the oil will coat the pan, fill in the pores that is in the stainless steel. That's what's going to make it non-stick. Onion goes down, and these are going to start to become soft and translucent. I'm going to hit it with a little salt. That helps bring the moisture out. Oh, a little shout out to the Barr household. Got to represent here. Add some pepper. And now we are going to add the Roma tomatoes. And the onion looks good. Tomatoes are ready to go down. And also, this is when I'm going to add the bouillon pieces that I cut into about 6 or 8. There we go. That's going to help it to melt easier. And this is where we're creating layers of flavor here. So salt and pepper, season it as you go. That's going to start to simmer. There we go. Nice little simmer going. Once the bouillon has melted and you've got that incorporated, then we're going to create a little well in the center, and we're going to add the media crema. There we go. And then we're going to bring out our cream cheese and just bring it all around the sides there, making sure it has a chance to melt. And here come all of these beautiful peppers. These go down all at once with the cheese and the crema. And we're going to gently fold it over just like that. We don't want to stir it too hard here because you don't want the tomatoes to break down. You want to gently just fold it and making sure that the cheese is melting and that it's coming to a very light simmer. We don't want to keep it on the fire too long, but we do want it to heat through so that the flavors can start to marry and blend. So we'll keep it on here, watching it carefully. There we go. We've got a simmer going. We want to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan. So gently and carefully fold it over just like that and bring it up to a simmer one last time. And then it's going to come off the fire. Very good. That looks beautiful. And it's ready to come off the fire. Okay, we're going to take a look at my favorite corn chips. I use yellow corn, my favorite. Okay, so now when we take it out to serve it, this is when we're going to add another layer of cheese. This is the Chihuahua Queso, which is a wonderful melting cheese. Cover it with a lid for a few seconds and it will melt and it'll be ready for serving. And here comes my favorite Buckeye
awesome.
fan.
Can I put some on the plate there? Oh, baby. What kind of cheese is in there? Mmm. I love it. I'm going for it all. Cover! Flag. Figures. That's good. Spicy. It's like I like it.
I want to go back